EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and
2. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
First down.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A first down carry for Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's kind of like clockwork right now for them. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there. but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 20. 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 44 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now Jackson from the gun on third down. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Two drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson now. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And that pass broken up by Reed Blankenship.
On the coverage.
Here's second and 10. To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. The impulse back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give you up a huge play and one of their first tests in containing a
Here's Jackson. Mark Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after 1.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
They'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Barkley is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Barkley again.
And he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd down, here's Grigsby.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play action. It's Jackson.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker. Well, I don't think he got there. He did not. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run. It's Henry. And some room to work. Well, they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Zay Flowers
from 21 yards away.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard into the 36.
At the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. Incredible running the football.
Report!
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And tough sledding. And again, maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Here's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Jackson.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Push it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Fighting his way through contact.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
The middle with Barkley.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
Barkley, inside handoff. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
180.
Here's a give to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's caught. Smith.
And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Xavier Worthy there to make the grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg.
Turner's got it on the crossing route.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Henry up the middle. A pretty decent gain on a tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
176 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He dumps it off for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
42. Eagles 28.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Great. Trim it.
And they take a knee.
Great.
Well, partner, tonight.